Hi there, everybody. Welcome to Love and Light Tarot. I hope everyone is doing great, and thank you so much for your patience. I know I have not really been very regular on my YouTube channel. Things have been really very busy with personal readings and a lot of other things going on, so I'm so sorry about that. I'll try to be regular, and I'll try to post at least one video every day on YouTube. Thank you so much for all those who have subscribed already, and if you are a first time viewer on my channel, hi, my name is Sneha. I am an Akashic reader, a tarot reader, and a psychic medium. If you don't know what that is, you can just check up on the internet. I do a lot of coffee cup readings, charm readings, along with tarot readings on this channel. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do consider being part of this community. I would love to have you as part of this family. And today I'm going to do a quick reading to find out what's happening between you and the person on your mind. It's a general reading. Please take only what resonates and leave what doesn't. Never try to force fit any message. If you feel that this particular reading is not resonating with your situation, it just may not be your reading for today. You can go to the playlist and select any other reading. All the readings on my channel are timeless readings, which means anytime you come across that reading and you feel drawn to it, either the thumbnail or maybe the caption or anything, if you feel drawn to a particular video, even if it's posted 1 year ago or maybe 2 years ago, it does not matter. It may have a message for you at that point of time. Okay, all right, so now take a deep breath, relax, think about the person on your mind. I'm going to find out what's happening between you and the person you're thinking of. All right. I think you're at a distance right now from this person. This could be emotional distance, this could be physical distance, just a lot of misunderstanding. Maybe you have stopped talking to this person. Something has happened, okay? You have taken your energy back. You had a lot of love for this person, and I don't know why I said had, because I can see that you still have love, but you're just not showing it anymore, okay? Deep down, you know that you still love this person. You want to find out what's happening in their life. If you're not in communication, if you're in no contact, you are still thinking, okay? And for everybody who writes these, very passive aggressive comments like, I don't care what's happening, I don't want them in my life, and honey, what are you even doing here then? Right? If you are here, if you're watching this reading and finding out what they are up to, and what's going on between you and them, are they coming back, what are they thinking about you, obviously you still think about them and you are still curious. So please don't leave those kind of nasty comments either for me or for your ex or whoever you're dealing with. It just spoils everybody's mood, because there are people who are genuinely concerned and they want to know. So if you have nothing good to say, just don't say it at all right? Anyway, coming back to the point. So you have a lot of love for this person, but right now you're not showing it. You are upset, okay? And that is one of the reasons why I said please refrain from saying nasty comments, not just on my page but anywhere on social media or in your real life. Right now I think you are at a point where you could be getting irritated quite easily, you could be losing your temper easily, you snap at people, you're grumpy, or you throw a tantrum, or you just say some sharp words to somebody. That is also one of the reasons why I spontaneously felt like saying that don't say anything nasty on my page, because I do see that this is your energy right now, okay? If this is not your energy, this could be your person's energy as well, or your mutual energy, where if you start talking to each other, or if you start talking to people around you, you just end up saying something hurtful, you end up saying something nasty, and even if you regret it later, it's too late, the damage is done already. Yeah. So initially what I see is that you had a beautiful relationship with this person, okay, whether it was something of a long term committed stable relationship, or it was a fairly new connection, whatever the situation, whether you were just casually dating each other, you were in that talking stage where you were getting to know each other, there was nothing really, stable and exclusive about your connection, or it could be a relationship which went on for a few months or years, take it how it applies in your situation. But this connection was very happy, it made you happy, it was like a warm sunshine in your life. You or this other person could be a Leo, okay, a zodiac sign Leo is what I see very very strongly here. uh, yeah, very very strong Leo energy, okay. Other than that, I see water signs Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. I think you have put in a lot of effort in this connection. Whether it was a new connection or a very old relationship, you were the one, or take it how it applies, okay? Maybe this other person that you're dealing with. But one person in this connection was putting in majority of the work, okay, whether it was initiating dates, whether it was calling, texting, finding out how your day was, did you have lunch, did you have dinner, is everything okay, just random things like that, sending cute messages, being emotionally invested as well, okay, taking interest in the other person's life, genuinely being concerned, those kind of things. So you may have done a lot of those things for this person, okay. Then I think came a point where you started realizing that, okay, I'm the only person who's putting in all this work, but what about this other person? They are taking me for granted, because neither are they putting in that kind of effort in this connection, nor are they appreciating the effort that I'm putting in. But they have in fact started ignoring my efforts, or they have started ignoring me, or they're just not treating me right. Okay, now the definition of not treating somebody right could be different for different people. For some people this could be just complete ignorance, okay, just complete neglect. For some people this could be gaslighting. For others this could be verbal abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse. Now in case of physical abuse, verbal, emotional, mental abuse, I will never ever ask you to even consider that connection again, okay. You need to get out as soon as possible. But different people have different threshold when it comes to taking things, correct? So maybe you felt that, for some people it could be something as what can I say, something like, saying very harsh words. If this person just has this habit of brushing you off when you're speaking to them, or they have this habit of completely ignoring you while you're speaking, or interrupting you, or saying something very sarcastic, or laughing and mocking at, your opinions or your ideas, it could be anything. You started realizing that you were not being taken seriously. That is the bottom line here, okay. Whether it was your suggestions, or whether it was something about the relationship, maybe you wanted to discuss the future plans with this person. Now in the past I see that this person also may have discussed a lot of future plans with you, especially if this connection was a few months or a few years old. I think this person may have discussed future plans, we'll have a house together, and let's get married, we'll move in together, or whatever, buy a property, buy a car together, or let's start a family, anything, right? Later you started realizing that not only did this person start ignoring you, neglecting you, or not treating you right, but they also systematically started distancing themselves from you. Okay, in the sense that the communication reduced, their interest in your life started reducing. So if they were initially interested in what you were up to, who were your friends, where were you going out, anything about your work, about your hobbies, they stopped asking those questions. They stopped asking or taking interest in what you were doing, or unless until you said something specifically, they would not bother to ask you. They would not bother to tell you anything about their life or share anything with you. You started feeling that distance between the two of you. Okay, even while being together, you started feeling emotionally distant, and you recognized and you realized that this person was taking a step back a little every day, probably. Okay, it was a very gradual process. So what happens is sometimes, people just ghost you overnight. It's like, one day you're talking to each other, and the next day this person says, okay, I'll call you later, and then they never call you back, or they just simply block you, or they just disappear from your life. It is not that situation I see here. This time the situation is really different. So if this is something that you're resonating with, I want you to listen to this carefully. Okay, this person started gradually reducing their involvement in this connection a little every day. Okay, so initially if they called you 4 times a day, they reduced that. Maybe it became just like once a day, then it became like once in 2 days, then it was like, okay, I don't have time, I'll talk to you later, and never calling up again, or replying to your text messages maybe after a day or two, constantly giving excuses like, oh, hey, I'm busy, I'll call you later. Hey, I have this thing, we'll speak later. I don't have time to meet you this weekend, maybe some other time. Things like that. So maybe initially you gave them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, like you thought, okay, maybe they're going through something, maybe they're really busy, there's something going on in their family, or they're going through some financial ups and downs. Let them just take their own time. Okay, so I don't think you took this situation very seriously in the beginning, but as time started passing, you started realizing that they are moving further away from you, emotionally, mentally, physically, in whatever way. Okay, they started withdrawing their involvement in this connection, and by the time you realize this, there was a situation where you felt like, is this the same person that I fell in love with? Is this the same person that I was dating? Even if this was a new connection, I feel that this person just gradually started losing interest. So you may have been chatting for a few weeks, or maybe this was a social media connection. You were, calling each other every day, you were, constantly texting all day, and then suddenly you started realizing that, okay, maybe today they are busy, all right, fine. Tomorrow they will give you some other excuse, then the next day they will give you some other excuse. They will gradually start cutting contact, and that is when you realized after a while that, oh, they are systematically doing this to me. It's a very, very painful kind of a situation, because I feel that, you're getting restless, you're getting jittery. Bottom of the deck, I can see Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands again is a, oh, and the card after that is the Nine of Swords. My goodness, we have the Empress here and the Ten of Swords. Oof, I don't know what to say. You are literally struggling, this in fact, for most of you, I feel that you were extremely anxious about the future of this connection, and then came that point where you could no longer hang in there, and you decided to take your power back. Okay, you were hanging by the last thread here. With the Nine of Wands, I can see that you were literally hanging by that last thread of hope that, maybe things will change, maybe this person will change, maybe they will understand that they are hurting me, maybe, there's a possibility that we can restart that that friendship, that loving, nurturing connection that we had once upon a time. So you were still hanging in there, but then, the Nine of Swords, again, it was like, just barely hanging in, and then that's it. The Ten of Swords. That small little thread that you were hanging by, it just snapped. And it's like, I'm done. I cannot do this anymore. You're so exhausted, and I can feel that fatigue. I can feel that exhaustion right now. When I'm tapping into your energies, I can feel it. I'm literally sitting here in front of the cards, and I'm like, what do I say? I don't know. I mean, I just don't have the energy to speak right now. That's the kind of fatigue that I'm picking up from your energy right now. With the Empress card, I feel that, you have been somebody who, although you are very capable, you could be accomplished, you could be doing very well in your career, you have a great personality, you carry yourself so well, you're confident, you could be earning well, whatever the situation, but somewhere I think there is a little bit of a toxic side to the Empress card as well. Nothing is all glittery and shiny as it looks. The Empress is a very, very powerful card. Forget the gender, okay? It's not gender specific. You could be any gender watching this right now. It doesn't matter. But the Empress energy is that of somebody who's very confident, who has very high self-esteem, and they know that they are very nurturing, they are very forgiving. The downside, however, of this card is that you can be a little too forgiving, a little too nurturing sometimes. You can be, that giver who just cannot stop giving. As a giver, you need to set the limit, because the taker does not have any limits. You just constantly kept giving everything to this person, to this relationship. And they got into the habit of taking things from you but not returning anything, or barely returning anything. Right? So this is also a very motherly kind of an energy. Again, let me say, this is not gender specific, okay? You could be any gender watching it. It does not matter. The point is that you are very nurturing, very giving, very caring, to the point that even if you were getting exhausted, you would still keep giving. It was almost like a parent forgiving their child every single time. You can get angry, you can scold the child, you can punish the child for a while, but you will not cut off contact or cut off relations with that child, right? It's your child after all. The mother can get angry, the mother can get upset, and maybe scold and punish the child, but then after a point she does forgive the child, right? That's just the way mothers or parents are in general. Again, I'm saying mother because it's the Empress card, but it can also be father, right? So you were literally behaving like this with this person, no matter what they did. Okay, you may have got upset, you may have said a lot of things, you may have had fights, but then after a day or two, after a week or so, it's like, okay, fine, let's just forget about it. And you kept doing that. Now, I'm not saying it's your fault, because you were doing it out of love, but there is a limit to everything. And by the time you realized that this limit had been crossed, and by the time you realized that you cannot do this any longer because you're exhausted and you're just feeling so empty, it was too late. And you walked out. I think most of you have taken your power back. So even if you have not broken up with this person, or even if you have not completely cut off ties, you are definitely at that point where you are thinking of, enough is enough. I need better than this. I deserve more than this. This person is not treating me well. They are ignoring me. They are not taking me seriously. They are not giving me clarity about our future together. For some people, very few people, I see that there could be a third party involved. Okay, now this third party can either be a romantic interest. So maybe your person was already married or in another relationship, and they are still in some way communicating with that earlier person for whatever reason. There could be children involved, there could be other financial issues involved. So they could be in touch with their ex partner or their ex spouse. For some people, this may be a parallel connection that they are in, whether you know about it or not. Okay, and for some others this could be a completely different non-romantic third party situation, which means there could be parents involved, or there could be some other issues involved which are getting in the way of your connection. Whatever the reason may be, your person has not been investing in this connection as of now, and you are just so tired of that. This person had given you a very different picture when you started talking to each other or got in this relationship. And now, the way they are behaving, you don't know whether that's the same person that you actually fell in love with or connected. Even if this is a fairly new connection, maybe just a few weeks or maybe just a couple of months old, but you can see the change. The way they love bombed you in the beginning, the way they made promises, the way they made plans for the future, and now the way they are systematically moving away from you and drifting away from your life, you can see that this person is no longer the same, and you do not wish to continue with this any longer. Now you are not walking away happily. Okay, I can see that. I can see that it has been very, very painful, and I can literally feel your pain. I cannot tell you the kind of burden that I'm feeling right now. My shoulders are aching, my neck, my upper back muscles, my chest muscles feel tight right now. That is the kind of energy that I'm getting from you. Some of you could be having trouble sleeping at night, or maybe you wake up in the middle of the night, maybe multiple times, to check whether this person has sent you a message, to check whether they are online or things like that. Or you just simply cannot sleep because you're just constantly thinking about this person. You're getting anxious. You're feeling guilty that you have set these boundaries. You feel that oh my God, am I a horrible person? I have walked away and maybe they need me. Maybe I should go back to them. And then you're like, no, but I deserve better. This person is really treating me like, I'm non-existent. Or they're treating me like, I just don't matter. So you are in this kind of an indecisive energy where on one hand you want to walk away because you know that you deserve better, and on the other hand you're finding it extremely difficult to completely cut ties with this person. Now this indecision is exactly why this person keeps coming in and out of your life, and they keep taking you for granted, because they know that you can be vulnerable and you can forgive them. The same energy I told you about, the parent, eventually they do forgive their child. No matter how naughty the child has been, they do end up forgiving the child. Maybe after scolding them, maybe after punishing them, but they do. And this time your person feels that you're going to do the same again. You are going to forgive them. So they are waiting. They're waiting for you to calm down, or they're waiting for you to change your mind, or maybe just for things to settle down, the dust to settle down, so that again you can be back to normal again. Spirit, tell me this person's intentions, please. They are being very stubborn, very, very, very stubborn. We have the Empress here and we have the Emperor. You are like literally, what can I say? I mean, you make a very good couple. You know that, you could be dealing with an Aries. Okay, the possible signs, I will tell you again. Okay, the possible zodiac signs I see here could be Aries, you could be a Taurus, a Leo, and a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, you or the person that you're dealing with. You are a perfect couple, you know that this person knows it, but it is their arrogance, it is their ego, their pride which is stopping them from apologizing or changing their behavior. They know they are hurting you. Your person is fully aware that they have hurt you in some way, but they will not acknowledge it, they will not accept it. They want you to come and say sorry, or they want you to come and start talking to them again, initiate some conversation, or meet them up, or tell them that you miss them and things like that. They are being very stubborn. They want to talk to you, they want to reach out, but they will not. Again, this could be somebody that you are married to. Okay, for some people this could be a marriage that is on the verge of breaking. Okay, very few people. And for some people, like I mentioned earlier, this could be a third party connection where your person is already married and they possibly have children. Okay, that is also one of the excuses that they could be giving you constantly. Oh, I can't talk to you because my family is around, I can't talk to you because I'm going out with my family, I'm going out for a holiday with them, please don't call me, please don't text me, I will reach out when I'm back, something like that. And it feels bad, when they do that, it feels bad. They're waiting. There is no communication, there is no action from either side. Okay, they feel that you are being childish, you feel that they are being childish. Somewhere I think both of you are being a little childish, if I can say that. Yes, both of you are just emotionally distant right now, and you are confused and you're not really clear about what to do next. Should you get back in touch? Should you just walk away? Should you just let things be the way they are? Should you wait for the other person to reach out? You could be mirroring each other right now, again, because with the Emperor and the Empress, I see that you could be, mirroring each other. The way you are behaving, this person is behaving, and then because they do that, you do it back again to them. That is the kind of energy I'm seeing here. But this time you have decided that no matter how stubborn this person is, you will not go back and apologize for the things that you have not done. And they, being the stubborn person that they are also not coming forward to apologize. And that is causing the delay, or this no communication, no contact, no improvement in this situation. Yeah, this person may have given you a lot of promises in the past. Okay, they may have said, let's move in together, let's buy a property together, I want a home with you, I want to get married to you, I want to start a family with you, all those kind of things. Now, I'm not saying that they were lying. Okay, maybe they were genuinely thinking about those things at that point of time, but their current thoughts have changed. So once upon a time, even if this person was indeed serious about you, their thoughts have changed, at least as of now. I'm not saying that this is permanent, because the energies can keep changing, but at least for now or in the near future, this person is rethinking that decision. And because they have been going their own separate way, okay, they have emotionally distanced themselves, or like I said previously, they have systematically created a distance between you and this person. You also have now set boundaries. You are also not allowing this person to walk in and out of your life as and when they please. Earlier you were doing that. You were very, very accommodative that time. Yeah, remember the Empress card here? Very forgiving, very nurturing, giving, constantly being the giver. From the Empress energy, you decided to be this very strict, very stern, no nonsense kind of a Queen of Swords. The gender does not matter. Okay, The Queen of Swords energy is that where you have now set boundaries. It's a very logical approach, it's a very practical approach, a head over heart kind of an approach. This time I'm not allowing you to take me for granted. This time I'm not allowing you to manipulate me in any way. I have set these boundaries. These are my expectations. This is what I want from you, from the relationship. And if you are not ready to give me this, that's it. I'm cutting you out of my life. You may have said this in very strong, harsh words, or you may be showing it in actions. By blocking this person, by not answering their calls or their messages. This time around, your energy is very different, and they have realized that. Your absence or your lack of communication or your strong boundaries are now a little scary, a little intimidating for them. Because they have probably not seen you so serious about this decision. We have the Death card here, the Temperance, and Six of Wands. Okay. For the near future, I see that, okay, this connection, it looks like it has ended for now, okay? But Death card, when it appears in the reading, followed by Temperance and the Six of Wands, it is not so much of an end completely, but it is the end and a rebirth, basically, okay? So this is like a death and a rebirth. This is not the end of the road. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because the following two cards are the Temperance and Six of Wands, which are very positive cards, I can see that this separation that you're going through right now, or this emotional distance that you're going through, is something which is going to make this person realize your worth and value. But for them to realize your worth and value, this separation period has to be a considerable amount of time. Because, if you go back running to each other within 2 days, this person is going to go back into that toxic cycle of taking you for granted. Unless and until this person feels your absence for a very long time, they have to learn, they have to see for themselves how it feels to live life without you. They have to see it for themselves how it feels to not have you in their life anymore. And for that, you have to be gone from their life for a very, very long time. As difficult as this separation might be, it is actually in your highest good, because only then this person is going to understand what they are missing. Only then this person is going to be forced to actually take some action. They will be forced to think about their behavior, their words, their actions. They will be pushed into communicating with you or reaching out to you, finding a solution to this problem. Okay? With the Temperance card, I see that you have to take things in a very balanced approach, a very neutral approach, and very slow and steady. Like, taking baby steps, 1 day at a time, 1 step at a time. Correct? And then eventually, I see a period of victory for the two of you. Okay? Eventually, I see that there is going to be victory, there is going to be a positive outcome, and there is definitely a chance of reconciliation. But for you to reach that point of reconciliation, you need to stay away from each other for a considerable period of time. And only then they will understand your absence, the value that you brought in their life. And now that it's missing, they will realize what it feels like, and then they will take action. So when I say there is a chance of reconciliation, please do not run back to them this very minute. Start calling them or start texting them and say, hey, I want to meet you, I want to talk to you, let's get back together, we can still make this work. Please don't do that. Please don't be silly. I need to call you out here because I have seen this pattern in your behavior. I have seen it. You have been doing the same thing again and again, and it's very toxic. You have been forgiving this person again and again, and because of that, you have enabled them, or you have encouraged them to take you for granted. Please never ever make that mistake again. So, when I say there is a chance of reconciliation, I don't want you to go running back to them for a reconciliation. All right? Sometimes I need to give you tough love. Yeah, that is what it is. So I hope this reading helped, and if you would like to have any more guidance, clarity, whatever that you would like to know about your relationship, your issues, anything else, feel free to reach out for a reading. My WhatsApp number is given in the description. You can send me a message on WhatsApp and I will send you the booking details. Please do not get scammed. That's the only WhatsApp number where you can reach me for a personal appointment. I will never ever reach out to you first. I will never follow you back on any social media handles, on Instagram or anywhere else. Okay. I will never ask you to book a reading with me unless and until you reach out to me first. All right, so please be careful, do not get scammed. I will never send you messages like, hey beloved, and I connected with your energies, and I would like to do a reading for you. None of that nonsense. I don't do any of that. Okay. All right, so I hope this reading helped, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do that. Please do click the bell icon so that you're notified every single time I upload a new reading. And stay tuned for more. I will see you again for the next reading. Hopefully I will bring a coffee cup or a charm reading next time, so stay tuned for that. And please do like this video, please do comment down below, let me know if this helped you. Love and light to all. Take care, all of you. See you again. Namaste.